Ah! I never get tired of seeing my face on camera. Yeah, let me turn that down for y'all a little bit. Ew. Sorry I'm late, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I'm late. Call me out. It's okay. Oh, let me turn it down a little bit more. How y'all doing tonight? Like, how's life? How you living? How you feeling? Is it good? Is it great? Is it icy? Is it okay? A little bit. You know? A little something. Nah, okay. Welcome. Ooh. In midst of helping people before stream, I forgot something. 2 shakes. That was loud. My fault. Uh-oh, here we go. I step in and somebody, I already talking. It's like, let me stop. Welcome. You know, I'm so sorry. That was not my intention. It was like right. No, wait, no refunds. It's like, no, I'm kidding. Thank you for coming out, Vintage. I love you so much. Yeah, as soon as I was about to sit down and start up live, I had to help my parents with technology. That's all I'm gonna say. You get it, right? Right? Is that a valid excuse for being late? Maybe not. Okay. All right. If it's not, you know, I'll just begin now. Welcome. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope it was a phenomenal weekend this past weekend for you, whatever you did. I hope your day, specifically this very moment, is going smooth and you're happy and life just feels good. Now that we got all the pleasantries out the way, let's have some fun. Let's do some art stuff. I didn't really have a set plan for tonight. I just knew I was feeling good and I just wanted to share this good energy that I had. So we're just gonna doodle some stuff. If you want to request, again, information is in the description below. Drop a dono of at least $1 and I'll draw anything that you possibly could imagine. And hopefully I get it right, depending on how outward the concept is. That's the word. Now let me just get up in here real quick. All right, let me put these down real quick. All right, cool. The folks you just heard in the background, they're there. Yes. I mean, I'ma blame them. I blame them. Yes, I do. No, I'm kidding. I could have gotten up. No, I could have got up 5 minutes earlier. Then I could have taken that 5 minutes from when I just asked for 5 minutes. Also, I didn't want to pin that. Make sure that's not pinned. Okay, good. Yeah. But how y'all living? How y'all feeling? Is today good? Is today not good? Did you wake up and choose violence, Vintage? Because I feel like you did every single time you come into the stream. You just be ready to throw hands digitally. I say digitally because when I see you, I don't want you saying, oh, Danny's afraid to throw hands, blah, 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 blah. So, just throwing that out there right now. All right, let me doodle bop. 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 You know what? I'm gonna do some color work for y'all real quick, and we just gonna talk. You know, every time you comment, I read it in your voice. That's why I laugh so hard, because I can see all the emotion in it. A professional stream. I do streams so I don't have to be so professional. Also, a professional stream? I want to say probably like 5 streams ago, maybe 6. Your request was not professional. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything crazy. I'm just saying professionalism gets professionalism back. You know, it's got to be an even trade. Don't mind my hands going all over the place. Also, music sound good for y'all? Everything sound all cute? I mean, I know my voice sounds good because I could see it, but like, your request, you asked me to read something, and it was wild. It was a night that I was doing a stream on the back porch, so it was like screened in, whatever. But I harass you because I love you. Spoken like a true abuser. I'm sorry. I will. How about I buy you some ice cream? There you go. I'm sorry. Yes. You know what? The proof is in the pudding. I'm going to send you the link to the Yatamine. That's not what it's called. I just said that because I couldn't think of the word. I'm going to send you a link to the... Come on now, tablet. There we go. Bob. No, there we go. Oh, no. To the video, to the live stream, where you specifically asked me to read something and then ganged up on me. Whole chat just ganged up on me, and I felt some type of way. But I stayed professional. I read your request, and, you know, and then you didn't even appreciate it. I remember that. I do remember that. So, you, sir, can sit in that. And I miss you. I'm sad that you won't be there Saturday, but, y'all didn't hear that, did y'all? Y'all probably heard that. Don't worry about it. Everybody's alive. And that's how you know. There we go. All right. First and foremost, you know I can't do this stream without an Arizona tea. It just don't work. But that's the stream drink. Hope you guys got yours. It would be gummies too, but I only eat vegan gummies, and I don't know where to get those that are tasty right now. So. Oh, first, where are my manners? Let me switch this over for you guys so you can actually see what I'm about to do. Teehee. You don't need to look at me for the rest of the night, right? We can just do this. That's really what y'all came here for. You wanted a full screen of just art. This is what we call Negro rigging. It's where you take an Avion tall cylinder. Matter of fact, I should have showed you guys before I already lined it up properly. But, and then you put your camera on top of it so it sits and it's like a camera stand. Why would I buy one of those when I could just use this Avion cylinder? All right. Now's a wowza. here's what we're looking at. I'm just doing some color work for you guys while I talk your ears off and you listen to the beat in the background, and you probably have me playing in the background, so that's perfect for you. No, that way. It's really weird, but old bones already cracking. Feel like Mother Miranda out here. Here, let me flip this for you guys too, so that way we can all watch. We can all see. Yarp. There you go. Angle it just right for you guys because I care so much. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you guys a little story about, let's see, while I do this. The first anime that I really got into. How about that? Seeing as how this picture is an anime, I just don't want to spoil this particular one if y'all have not seen it. I don't know what you just saw in my my photos. I should have done that. I don't think you saw much, but like I be taking like screen snaps of plenty of other things to help as references. I promise they're just references, but but if you guys see anything ever when I'm lining stuff up, don't question it because I won't answer. Now, back to that first anime that I watched that I really enjoyed. If you guys haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist, like, come on, man. Come on. First off, it's definitely one for the books. It's my favorite simply because it's dumb spiritual. It connects with our world, like parallel basically. And I don't know, it's just a really cool, interesting anime. The action scenes are nice. I say nice because, you know, there's things like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen where it's like, oh, those are actually really good. Really good. Now, I can't fully say Jujutsu Kaisen's good. I've seen a couple of fight scenes. However, I have not watched it just yet. And it's probably because people be hyping stuff up. I'd be like, yo, I'm tired of hearing about this. So I'll wait to watch it. Some things that get hyped up too much, I do lose interest. I'd be like, it's really not that great, right? Y'all be mad if you saw my list of things that I had to watch. I mean, vintage, I know. Let me stop coming at you. You came here to enjoy stream. And I'm just here trying to wreck your life. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna end the stream and watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, what do I look like? I made you wait, and then, I mean, when are you not disappointed in me, really? But I made you wait. You wanted a refund. I made you wait a little bit longer. You wouldn't let me blame the folks. Like, I'm not gonna end the stream. You already know. It's like, I'll get around to it. But like, I don't know. If it's forced on me, I'll do anything to like escape it. And I feel like that, Fire Force, Invincible, like all of those shows, they look amazing. And I know they're going to be amazing when I sit down and watch them. But they've been blown up so much that I'm just like, all right, I don't care right now about them. That's why it's taking me forever to finish JoJo. I'm like, well, no, that's not really why. But JoJo, I'm probably going to finish JoJo before I finish all of those shows, just so you know. And I'm still like with Jotaro. So if that gives you any idea of my watching process. But hey, at least I'll finish Angel Beats this weekend. I know, I was supposed to finish it like 2 weekends ago, but then I went on vacation twice. You're out? You're leaving just for that? Come on, come on. It was fun until you threatened to leave. Psych, no, I'm kidding. Oh, look, don't look at that. Don't. Squad, go away. Squad chat, go away. I always forget to, no, it's over here. There we go. To turn my Wi-Fi off so squad chat doesn't pop up on my tablet when we're doing these streams. And I can only imagine what you guys might catch. But don't worry about it. It's none of your business. Now, getting back to that, I'll watch them. It's just, like, you ever heard something so much that you're just like, all right, guys, I'm done. Like, I'm not annoyed, but like, it doesn't do anything for me because I keep hearing about it. And at this point, I've even heard like plenty of spoilers for all 3 of those shows. So I'm like, now I have to forget the spoilers or just rough and tough it and just accept it. Like when I watch Game of Thrones, I was just like, why not? I might as well just watch it. A couple of things were spoiled for me, but it wasn't anything. It wasn't too bad. Honestly, they could have saved me a lot of trouble. Could have saved me heck of trouble on that one. But I digress. So, again, I'll get around to it. Just probably not this year. It's like, no, I'm kidding. I'll get around to it. Don't clock me, though. That's another reason why I haven't finished anything. Because every time I see somebody, they're like, have you seen? Oh, no. No, I haven't. Respectfully, I have not. There we go. Okay. I know. Oh, I didn't see that big one. I saw your last one. Hold on. Yeah. 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 It's just I gotta find my way to it kind of thing. Which it sounds like that's what happened with Monster Hunter. Oh, but I did see some gameplay for Monster Hunter. I think MJ Base was showing me that. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I forgot who he had streaming. What is his name? Max. I know. He's such a big presence. I should probably know his name, but I also don't watch him, so he's good. He's just not my cup of tea. But yeah, I saw Max, I guess Maximilian or just Max, playing some Monster Hunter and then ranking the monsters, and it was pretty cool looking. I would definitely pick it up. At some point, but y'all know when I actually make legit promises, I'll follow through. But sometimes life happens, and then other times I don't make promises on purpose for that reason. Are all my lines closed? That's what I keep looking for, because I never close my lines all the way. I think it's a part of my art style. Again, what? Why? Why are you still mad? Oh. Did I read that wrong? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to leave us. We love you here. I don't know where here is in this space. This wonderful space. We love you here. You know you're always welcome. Just call before you show up. Don't show up outside my house. But yeah, you know. I think if I just give it a little bit of time, I will probably binge all 4 of them back to back. So just bear with me and know that I'll get to it sooner or later. I just got some other stuff that I need to handle, you know what I'm saying? As always, it's like life never really stops. You can't ask it to. It'll get boring though. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, baby. I messed that up already. Dang, and you want to know how? Here, I'm gonna show you. I could have done this instead, because it's not dark enough. We need that. Yep. I can never be an art teacher. I don't think. Like an art teacher or professor. I mean, I've done it, but like, I'm saying I can't. Like, I've done it for a camp a couple of times, and that was dope. But you, fine, show up at the house. But I urge you to call first. That's all I'm saying. And then we can go get ice cream. Actually, we can. I don't do dairy anymore. We can go get vegan ice cream. If you're down to try something new. Or just tacos. Tacos are always good. But yeah, I can never be like an actual professor, like full time it. Nah, because I would get tired of telling people things. Why are you so mad at everything that I say? What did I do to you? Don't you love me anymore? You're out of what? Out of milk? It's like, no, I'm kidding. Going to the store, never coming back. Familiar. Stop. Oh my word. I don't know what to do with myself half the time. Y'all just tolerate me, and I appreciate you for it. I truly do. I love how I'm putting all this detail into his glasses off top. Like, we're not playing games tonight. We're going in from start to finish. From start to mother-loving finish. Why did I do that the way I did it? Okay. As I'm talking trash, talking about going in and whatnot, I gotta do a little fixative. Fixative? Like the fixative. Y'all don't know what fixative is. Hold on. Let me see. Ah, my hand. Alright, now go back. Erase that. Boop-bop. because that's going to be here. But sir, good sir, please come back and grace us with your presence. It'll truly be an honor. And you know, stream nights aren't the same without you. They just aren't. No, I don't like that. Hold on. Is that? It's not bad, but it could be better. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, you know, show up at the house if you want. If that'll make you feel better, we'll go get some tacos and some. Ooh, we'll get all dressed up and snazzy and go to Morton's like we're supposed to do anyway. Let's see. Better call up Matt too. Get your tux out. You know, it'll be a nice day. It'll be a nice day. So come back. Come join us for a little bit. Unless you're too busy for friendship. I just made that face live. I can't believe that. Actually, I can. How do I do the other one? That way. That's how I did that? Okay, cool. Okay, I see, like, icy. Like when you go to 7-Eleven and get an icy. If I didn't get one yesterday, my mind would not have been on it just now. All right, let's go here. Boodle bop, boodle bop. Boodle bop, boodle bop. Right there. You know, I don't know what I'd be drawing half the time, but I just be doing it. I figure it out along the way. If I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I'll throw it away. But never afraid to restart a whole sketch. If need be. Also, let me keep an eye on my phone in case y'all do send any type of request or anything. I should get notifs. If I don't see it within like 5 minutes of y'all sending it, drop a comment in the comments, let me know. Just because sometimes, excuse me. Better calm that down. Sorry. Is that music level good for you guys? Just let me know. Also, if I don't see your message or your notification within 5 minutes, just drop it in the comments. You know, kindly. Don't be trying to stress me out a little bit. Just be like, hey, you know, I request this. And I'll be like, oh, you sure enough did. I got you. I don't know what it is. It's just the connection, I guess. But sometimes I don't get the notifications. So, I gotta think about how a suit looks. Hold on a second. Can I? Let me go here. Yes. I don't know why I pulled it up on my laptop instead of pulling it up on here for y'all. Oh, look, that's still there. Can you tell I haven't touched my tablet since our last stream? That's insane. I've been doing all my work on my laptop, so it felt like the old days a little bit. If you haven't seen Overlord, is easily... Oh, foolishness. Why am I so silly? Yeah, get out of here. I should just mute squad chat during streams, but let's see. He always just be serving looks. Y'all know I call this man Daddy Demiurge. Don't at me. Hold on. Oh, Butterfingers. But yeah, if y'all haven't seen Overlord, easily one of my top 10. I want to say top 5, but I feel like I'm missing some stuff. So I don't want to promise Overlord a spot. No, I think I can confidently say it's in my top 5 anime that I really could just watch any given day at any given time and just truly enjoy the storyline from start to finish, including the lizards at me. But not like that. If you watch the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. You let me know after you watch season 2. And we have our season 4 this year. Yes, I'm hyped. Let's go. He really dipped out. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. He didn't dip out. I know he's still there. But, yo, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. What is my top 5? So, oops. Full Metal Alchemist is my number 1. I can't shake it. I know after all this time, I'm like, dang, Full Metal? Is it really truly my number 1? It is. Simply for the fact that it resonates with me. Like every word, and not every word, hold on a second, not every word, but a good portion of the dialogue in there, the actions and stuff like that. It's like, oh, okay, this is legit, and these are like life lessons that really hit home. So I'm like, that's my number 1 until it gets dethroned, because I have to say Overlord might actually be my number 2. For certain. I feel confident putting Overlord at 2. And these are just like, let me do a disclaimer for anybody that's gonna say which ones are better as far as like storyline and stuff like that. This is my own opinion. You guys are entitled to yours. I would say Full Metal is my 1. Overlord is my 2. I want to say, ooh, I'm already ranking them, so I'll keep them in ranking order. I don't want to give Konosuba 3 for some reason. I feel like there's something that is not hitting in my head right now that deserves number 3 spot, but Konosuba would be my number 4. And it's crazy because I just went through every single anime that I've ever watched. Yesterday I had a competition with my nephew, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But Full Metal, and I'm cheating. I'm counting Full Metal and Full Metal Brotherhood as my 1. Y'all ain't finna say, well, which one? So that's my 1. Overlord's my 2. Duh, Violet Evergarden's my 3. I know what you guys are thinking. Violet Evergarden? I'm like, yes. Have you seen how gorgeous that is? Like, truly. It is such a pretty anime. And it makes me feel things, okay? It makes me feel a lot of things. Number 4 is Konosuba, and my 5 spot would probably be... All right. My number 5 spot, I'm gonna give it to Demon Slayer. No, foolishness. I'm gonna give it to Kobayashi. What was I thinking? That's a no-brainer. All right, so here's why I was gonna say give it to Demon Slayer, and I was gonna say give it to Demon Slayer over Samurai Champloo, but Kobayashi exists, and I think the only issue with Kobayashi, so mad is the age. There's an age issue with two of the characters because they're young, right? Let kids be kids in anime, please. We don't need to see that. It's not even the most important part of the story. But the anime is just so good. It's just so heartwarming. It's one of those you can throw on with, like, maybe not kids, but like a youth getting into some anime. You could watch it with friends, significant others, your parents, depending on who you are. I wouldn't, but you could. It's not too risque, but as a matter of fact, it's not too risque at all. It just has suggestive moments that might make you uncomfortable depending on who you watch it with. But yeah, those would be my top 5. So Full Metal at 1, Overlord at 2. What did I say was 3? 3 is Violet Evergarden. Then you have Konosuba and then Kobayashi. That is my top 5. If you haven't seen any of those, depending on what you like, I'd be able to tell you. Also, welcome SoProper. I didn't say that first. Thank you for coming out tonight. We love to see it. We love to have you. So, for you, because I know you personally, you would probably like, let me think. Out of those, you would probably like Full Metal for sure. And then outside of Full Metal, you would appreciate Violet Evergarden. Absolutely. I don't know how you would feel about Overlord, but if you want to watch Overlord, I will watch it with you. I have watched it at least 7 times. Sometimes I turn it on just to go to sleep. It's a problem. This is why I don't watch new things, because I be slacking and watching old things. I shouldn't, but I do. It happens. All right, let me get some of these colors. That's what I wanted. But yeah, I'm what's his collar? Yeah, his collar is just like a tan white. It had been so long since I seen my boy. Like Demiurge, this character that we're doing right now, the color for. He is my favorite character on Overlord. If you ever watch the show, he's magnificent. Okay. I mean, there is nothing wrong with being slow in the shows. Are you watching Full Metal Alchemist or are you watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? That's all I'll ask. And I mean, either one, I will watch both with you and the movie. The first movie that came out, not the Star of Milos. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's like it didn't have to be a movie. Like it could have been a 1-hour episode special type thing, some type of OVA or something like that. Okay. So just regular, not Brotherhood. Okay. Yeah, that's the one that I saw first because I think that's the one most people saw first. And then you go and you watch Brotherhood and you're like, I didn't think this story could get any better. Like both of them are really good. I think Brotherhood is an easier watch because it constantly keeps your focus in it. And then the other is just like, I don't know. I feel like the first one has a more serious tone to it. And not saying that the other one's not serious. It's just, it's not as dark in a sense. Like the tone itself isn't dark. When you watch it, you get a darker feeling from one versus then Brotherhood. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's definitely, both of them are worth the watch. Brotherhood's just more accurate to the manga. So if you ever have picked up the manga or anything like that, what am I trying to do? I don't even need that color because I didn't do that part of them. But I do need this color. So let's do studio pin. Let's do that. We're on the new layer. Okay, let me start this while I'm talking. But yeah, it's like, for Full Metal, you can't go wrong with either one, in my opinion. And I feel as though it's just up to the viewer of which one they prefer. I still really heavily mess with just regular Full Metal. But Brotherhood definitely has better fight scenes, in my opinion. Like, it doesn't blow it out the water, but them scenes be kind of lit. I'm just gonna say that and leave it at that. But yeah, I will. You know what? An anime I think you would really enjoy. It's a 12 episode anime, and I've actually watched it 2 or 3 times myself, just because I can like throw it on in the back. I know what's going to happen, and I just like, how the story plays out. But you can you'd probably be interested in Akuma no Riddle, or Riddle Story of Devil. It's lesbian assassins. That is the best way to describe it. And they definitely handle biz, but it's like, it's dope. It's like battle royale lesbian assassins. There you go. But it's called Akuma no Riddle, or Riddle Story of Devil. Some people don't enjoy it. I think it was a solid show for 12 episodes. That's all it needed. It didn't need more. And I'm glad they didn't, to my knowledge, like, just run with it just because a fad or something, This is why we can't have nice stuff, because I still steadily don't connect my lines. I just leave them all open. And then wonder why I can't select a simple a simple shape. Okay. But yeah, so what I mentioned earlier, yesterday I went to go kick it with my brother and do some yesterday I went to go kick it with my brother and do some some recording work, and he was just a sleepy baby, so he took a nap. But that meant I was open season for these kids, and my niece and my nephews, they kidnapped me. I never thought I'd see the day where children would kidnap me, but I got kidnapped by kids yesterday. And we went to the park, and we went to Wawa, and we hung out, and we cooked together. And the entire time, for about 4 hours, it was me versus one of my nephews. He challenged me. He said, "Can you name more anime that you have seen than me?" And I was like, "Boy, you ain't even out of elementary school. What you mean?" Wait, is he? Let me think about that. Let me hold that. He might just be going into middle, actually. Anyway, boy, you not even out of middle school yet. You don't come at me. I got you. Pipe down. So he was like, he was throwing them at me, like some that I hadn't even heard of yet, and some that I was like, should you be watching that? I mean, you already done seen it. I can't say much about it, but like, you know, why? It was over for me when he mentioned he had seen Keijo. And if you know anything about Keijo, I don't understand why it was so quote unquote provocative. I've seen worse anime, like Valkyrie Drive was dumb provocative. And I forgot the name where you it's like they were raiding monsters or something like that. My fault. I meant to do that under this layer. But yeah, I was just like, what you doing watching Keijo? I'm not your parent, but like, what you doing watching Keijo? And that was interesting, but he was like, it was weird. I was like, yeah, I know what that means for a young man at your age. but yeah, it was a lot of fun, just like going back and forth, and then at some point we could not think of it off the top of our heads anymore. Like there were some that we were just blanking on. Like I can't believe I had blanked on, I think, Code Geass. I enjoyed it. It made me cry, but I blanked on it. And I was like, I knew that one. Why didn't I say that one? And then there were some that like I did the same where he was going to say it and I was like, nah, I got you though. That's my point. So it was fun. It was like playing tennis, but with anime. And we went through a lot, and I hate to say it, like we even went through movies, but I blanked out. His phone died at one point, so it was like his last one, and then I blanked after The Cat Returns, and I think he had one more after I said The Cat Returns, and then I blanked out, and I was like, oh, you're lucky I have somewhere to be, otherwise I would win. And I know when he sees me again, he's gonna be like, yeah, like I whooped you last time. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna beat him. One day I'll beat my nephews at a game. I have yet to do so, and I feel like not a real adult if I'm not beating a kid in some type of video game or something. I just feel that in my soul. But yeppers. I've been talking too much. But at least I'm getting my work done. Oops. Kinda. You know, them last couple of hours I just had of sleep, gonna be the last couple of hours I have asleep for a minute. I didn't realize how, hey now, we're not gonna talk about the past. But yeah, I'm gonna sip my tea. Also, I don't know why I angled my camera. I think it's because of tapestry, but we gonna angle this down so y'all can see the deep V cut in my shirt. It's like, no, I'm kidding. I'm messing with you. But yes, one day I will beat them, and also I'm gonna leave it at that. And also, I forgot what I was saying, other than I actually feel a little nauseous right now. Quick remedy for anybody who gets nauseous like I do, because it happens almost every other day, sometimes every day now. But when it hits, grab you a lemon, cut that puppy open, put some salt on it, sea salt, regular salt, Morton's, little girl, whatever. Excuse me. And just like suck on a lemon. instantly breaks up the mucus inside your mouth, your throat, and whatever acid or nasty yuck is sitting on your tummy. That's why I also couldn't be a doctor or a teacher. Like, I would just explain things in the most elementary style way just because I can. Yes, I did the whole schooling thing, learn bigger words. But who doesn't like an adult that uses the word yucky or tummy? Come on now. No. It comes off less aggressive, you know? When you use baby terminology for other adults. It's interesting. Try it. Try it the next time a situation gets escalated. Use baby words. It might escalate more depending on who you're talking to, but it'll catch them off guard, probably make them laugh. Then you walk away, or you can still give them the hands. I probably still give them the hands. Don't question me though. It's there we go. There's that. What is it? It sounds too happy. Too happy to. Cool, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. See, I get up and get a lemon, but I know Vintage is somewhere out there getting his milk, and he said he'd never come back, and he's probably going to curse me out if I leave the screen again. It's like, no, I'm kidding. Gotta love my bro, though. Gotta love my broski. My broski. Okay. Let me stop BSing around. I have not missed any notifications. We just chilling, we talking, laughing, enjoying a good time. And you guys are probably learning things from me. Hey, I don't know what, but you're probably learning something. Ooh. I have a different color scheme in mind that I could put on him, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, he looks fine like this. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. If I find a different, like a different, like, what am I trying to say? Color scheme works better for it, then I'll go ahead and swap it. That's not what I wanted because it's not all the way shaded. My fault. Is it the same one? That's not the same one. That's too dark. Here we go. There we go. That's the one. Yep. You guys ever feel like you're in a, I don't want to say in a daze, but like, I don't know, just like, I don't know how to explain it. You know what? I'm going to come back to that question. At some point. But it's like a weird feeling I felt all day. And maybe it's just because I need more sleep. But we all know I don't sleep until like Sunday night. That's just, I sleep once a week, 8 hours. I get the full 8 hours that one time. And that is the only time. So I will get there when I get there. Merge down, that's fine. Oh wait, take that back up. Yep, okay. And this one, yep, okay. Now merge down. Can you move? Good sir. Yeah, okay. I thought that was gonna do that. Let's actually go back on that. Yes. Okay, move. Select. And then give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. I'm sorry, what? What did I do? Oh, that's why. I was like, why is it not? Why is it not doing the thing? All right. All right. All right. There that is. There that is. There this is. Boop, boop. Don't mind me, you guys. You know, sometimes I just be hopping directly into the art. And also, I'm sorry. Sorry, I gotta straighten myself out for y'all. How you doing? To anybody that's new, that's just, you know, chilling out in the background or whatever, enjoying the vibe, thank you so much for coming to test the waters with us. Anybody that's reoccurring, thank you for always testing the waters with us, because it's never the same. Like, it's similar, but the topics are always very different. And with that being said, it makes me happy to stream, because every stream is just very unique and fun. And I think we all... Why did I do that there? Why did I do that there? I think we all truly enjoy ourselves when we're here. At least I know I do. And you guys keep coming back, so I'm going to assume you do as well. But don't make an arse of me. There we go. There we go. Oof. You ever be drawing something and you just like the way it's arced? Like that. I'm going to keep that. And then you draw something else and you're like, why did I do that? Like that. I'm like, what? Why did that curve the way that I didn't want it to go? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. That should be enough. Give me the skin. Oh, right. I gotta fix this because I drew it on the wrong layer. And I hope it just, yes, it did it. It did indeed do it. Perfect. Now, I'm kind of curious. What's everybody's like top 5 shows that they really enjoy, or that they could watch any given day? Matter of fact, let's not do shows. Let's do movies, because I feel like more people have seen movies than series. I feel like series are too easy to spoil because social media, and then also the more friends you have, the more opinions, the more ideas, the more conversations you'll have about different shows and stuff like that. So it's harder to not get spoiled. But just out of curiosity, like I'll tell you my top 5 movies that I could watch on any given day. And just like Full Metal and Full Metal Brotherhood, I'm a cheat on this one. So when I say movies, I'm going to just go ahead and at my number 1, I'm going to put Jackie Chan. And I know he himself is not a movie, but the man got movies for days. And if I named all of them, I wouldn't have a top like 20, really. Like, I just love that man's movies. I could watch any of his movies any given day. So Jackie Chan is number 1. Let me just get that out of there real quick. What I just want to do, I'm going to do his hair before I do his skin. That way I could just come back to it. And I want a thinner brush, or thinner, I guess I could use technical pen. No, but I don't know why I wasn't feeling that, but I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it in the moment. Yeah, my top 5 movies that I could watch any given time. Number 1, any Jackie Chan movie. Any one you could point out. It don't matter if it's in English. It doesn't matter if I gotta read subtitles. If the man is in the movie, I can enjoy it. As a matter of fact, he has to have his name on the movie. You know how Jackie Chan movies always say Jackie Chan in Operation Condor or Twin Dragons or Rumble in the Bronx or Who Am I? Like any of those, First Strike, Police, what is it? There's so many of them. There's like 4 or 5 in the series. It's like the Police. I'm blanking. But yeah, those. So I could watch any Jackie Chan movie. That's my number 1. My number 2 would have to be Spirited Away. And it only reaches number 2 because it is my favorite movie of all time. But it only reaches number 2 because some days I don't be wanting to watch it. And so I throw on Jackie Chan. Oh, bad. Sorry. A text from an old friend that I'm super excited to meet up with tomorrow is going to be dope. We haven't seen each other in the past, I think, 5 years. Yo, that's wild. That's crazy. Like we've touched base, but we haven't like actually hung out in about 4 or 5 years by now. So, but anyway, I'm stalling. Back to my movies. Spirited Away would be number 2 only because some days I don't be feeling it. Some days I'd rather put on Kiki's Delivery Service. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've seen Kiki's Delivery Service almost as many times that I've seen Spirited Away, which is saying something because I truly do love Spirited Away. My number 3, without question, Starship Troopers, the first one. It's silly, it's goofy, but it's a parody movie, you know? Not like a parody, like it's Starship Troopers is Starship Troopers. But it makes fun of like governments and propaganda, and like it's so well done that that I could watch it any given day, and I can't recite it from memory, just like the entire movie, but if I'm watching it, I can recite each line. Like I know what line is coming up, and I know every single part of that movie without looking at the TV type thing. Like that's how I rank my stuff. Can I properly, can I properly recite the lines without looking at the TV? All right, cool. It deserves to be in the top 10 or the top 5. No, specifically the top 5. I don't think I have 10 movies that I can do that with. Not at this time. Maybe when I was younger and like I watched more movies. But no, I'm about to jack this man's hairline up. He about to call a new barber. It's just the way that it looks. There we go. Big Daddy's Widow Peak. I just think it's funny to call anime characters waifu and Big Daddy or husbando. It's funny. You gotta admit. Especially because some people really be out here wifing anime characters. You can do that in Japan. I don't know if we have we more than likely have the setup too, but like who's gonna take that serious? Like, oh, I'm married to Albedo. What? No, you're not. That's Ein Sama. You better back up off that man, girl. It's like, let me stop. For those of you that don't know who Albedo is, Overlord, watch it. Good show. That's all I'm gonna say. Would I give you like 3 movies? My number 4 movie is my number 4 movie. Let's see. I can recite the lines of Jackie Chan movies. I can recite the lines of Spirited Away, Starship Troopers. You know, it don't make no sense because this movie is like, it's not even like really amazing or like even newer. It's actually kind of older, not super old, but old enough to where it's like you probably wouldn't touch it. You'd be like, oh, nostalgia, and then just leave it alone. Excuse me, but it's the tea, guys. I'm sorry. I should have some more manners. Hey, what up, dude? How you living? How you doing? Welcome to chat. Welcome to stream. We're talking about our top 5 movies, and I'm at number 4. This is more of an honorable mention. My bad. I'm gonna leave this as an honorable mention that could have been 4, but I don't think it deserves to be on my top 5 list. But the old movie SWAT, where it had LL Cool J, Sam L. Jackson, some other people. I know. I mean, it had, dang, I forgot his name, but he plays Hawkeye in all the Avenger movies. He's in there too. I forgot he was in there. But he's the bad guy in there too. Interesting twist. But yeah, that SWAT's just a movie where if I don't feel like watching a Jackie Chan movie, Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service, which Kiki's Delivery Service is my number 4. I will give Kiki's Delivery Service my number 4 because that is such a wholesome movie. It makes me feel good every single time I watch it. And it's just like I could really just, yes, Jeremy Renner. God, I don't know why I can never think of that man's name. I knew there was a R somewhere in there. And that's all I had. I was like, there's either his first name or his last name starts with an R. But yeah, SWAT is that movie for me. If I don't feel like putting on one of my actual top 5s, SWAT would probably be my number 6. That's what it would be. So it gets the honorable mention for now. And then my number 5, oof. You know, I was just about to say Scooby-Doo. You know, the live action Scooby-Doo movie that came out that was not for kids, but we all saw it as kids. They could do so much in movies back in the day. Oh yeah. Throw yours in the, hey, I encourage it. Everybody throw theirs in the chat. Dang, I be forgetting about some of these movies. But yes, my number 5, instead of Scooby-Doo, I would have to throw Tomb Raider in there. And I would have said Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie, Cradle of Life, because I used to watch that movie like it was the best dang movie that we had in the house. Like, I would watch it every single night. If I wasn't watching Jackie Chan, that would have been the next movie that I picked. Just because we had the DVDs to all the Tomb Raiders and stuff, as well as all the Jackie Chans and stuff like that. But it's not, unfortunately, because I really enjoyed the remake. Not the remake. I don't know if you really want to call it a remake. I don't think any Laura Crofts look the same. So they're all pretty much remake after remake after remake. Video games and movies alike. But yeah, so I would have to say the new Tomb Raider has actually become a favorite of mine. And I think I might throw it on after stream. I'm always throwing on some movie after stream. Cause y'all be reminding me of all the goods. I definitely forgot about The Shining though, which I didn't include this in the video or in stream last week, but when we were in Colorado, we actually drove right by the actual hotel where they shot The Shining. And I don't know why I never knew that it was in Colorado, but I was like, yo, that's the hotel. And I would have definitely spent one night minimum or maybe maximum in that hotel, because you can book a room in that hotel. But I would definitely do it in the winter to set the mood, because y'all know, all work and no play. Yo, it's such a good movie. And I did enjoy Dr. Sleep. I don't know if any of y'all have seen Dr. Sleep or gave it a chance or anything, because I know when movies like that come out and then they do either a remake or like a spin-off version of it, people be like, nah. Understandable too. Very understandable. Like, we're definitely getting an Avatar 2, and they've already been cleared for Avatar 3. I'm talking about the blue people. Don't worry, we don't have to deal with M. Night Shyamalan handling The Last Airbender ever again, I hope. And then, okay. Slid in there with Incredibles. That's a good movie. Sorry, I see my mic is hitting the red. Y'all let me know if it's too harsh, because I know I can get hype in some moments and my voice would spike it. So I don't want to kill your eardrums. Matter of fact, let me turn it down just a tad. That was a lot. No, it's good. Okay, cool. All right, we good? Good. All right, I was just testing the mic, my fault. But yeah, like, I know sometimes we don't give a sequel a chance, or like a part 2 a chance. And it makes sense, because we don't want to end up with things that just should never have been made. Never. But I know if you guys have seen Dr. Sleep, let me know how you liked it. I particularly did enjoy the movie. I thought it was a good spin for the time period that it came out in. Like, I don't think enough people really look at when these movies are coming out when they talk about how good a movie is or how they're ranking it. Like, right about now, there's not a lot of good games or movies out, because nobody's being really what's the word? Creative? It's like, no, you don't have to reinvent the wheel to be successful. But at the same time, in like a creative setting, wouldn't you want to be creative? There's too many movies that look the exact same on the cover, during the watch, on the credits. I'm just like, everything about this movie screams Taken. You know how many movies tried to copy Taken? Just let the movie be and create something new. And I think like Fast and the Furious, dog, I'm pretty certain that even the people that love Fast and the Furious, like myself included, I wouldn't say I love it, but I enjoy the movies. We know we didn't need 9 dang movies. What are we really talking about at 9 movies? This was a whole movie about street racing cars. That's where we started. Street racing cars and undercover cops. We're about to go to the moon for Fast 10, probably. Now, I didn't see Fast 9, so maybe they went to the moon in that one. But I know Vin Diesel had said if he ever got the chance to, like, direct where the movie was going, they would end up in space at some point. So I'm like, y'all about to be watching them jump moon rovers over dunes at the speed of light. Like, I'd watch it. I'm not gonna lie, I'd watch that. But like, between Tokyo Drift and 9, what are you guys really doing? How different is the story? And why is family always the answer? It's like anime. Friendship is always the key. That's why, as long as you have friends, you don't need superpowers. Because friendship will always save the day. And so will family, apparently. But yeah, so I'm just like, be cautious about certain movies, but also, just enjoy it. Yeah, it's all about the dollars. It sucks, but for the most part, it's definitely all about the dollars. I will say, and that was not my initial point when I started talking, but you know how I can ramble and don't be really getting to the point at some point. No, but what was I about to say? What the heck? Oof. The more and more I touch his hair, the more detailed I want to get. And I'm like, this is not supposed to be a detailed piece. I'm just supposed to be doing some color work. Some easy breezy, beautiful cover work. Color work. That's what I said, cover work. Anyway, when you think about like how good a movie is, you have to remember what time period it comes out in. Like, a lot of people be like, oh snap, The Breakfast Club, such an amazing movie. Don't get me wrong, that's my movie. I do enjoy The Breakfast Club, but I guarantee you it was 10 times more interesting when it first came out, and probably the first like 5 years after, opposed to in 2021 saying, oh snap, if they made a remake of The Breakfast Club, I'd be like, why? But I know it's a possibility the way they do movies. Like, they be taking old movies and putting Disney Channel kids in it like we didn't see grown adults play these parts years ago. And I get it, try and catch the people while they're young for movies that they probably don't even know about, so they think it's the first one. I get it. Money thing. But at the same time, that's how you lose my money. Like, I'm not going to pay for something that I either watched years ago or I could watch the original. Sometimes remakes, they do hit. Like I said, Tomb Raider. I was a big fan of Tomb Raider growing up, to where I watched Cradle of Life like nobody's business. Like, that was my movie. I could watch it anytime going to sleep. And I don't mean like I would fall asleep on it, but like I would put it on just to lay down and relax and just chill. And then I'd end up watching the whole movie before I actually go to sleep. That's how you know the movie's good. You put it on to go to sleep, but you stay up to watch the entire thing, and then you go to sleep. Now, they did do the remake, and that has truly become one of my favorite movies. It hit my number 5. It's my top 5. So I'm gonna definitely turn that on, and we gonna look for Himiko all over again. Let me stop. It's the way I know the movie, and I just quote things from it. Like, I think, what was it? I quoted something when I was talking to my brother. Oh, Hot Fuzz. a very good honorable mention. Matter of fact, I think, nah, I was about to replace it with SWAT, but Hot Fuzz is still like a number 7. And that's because something I just said was number 6. Oh yeah, SWAT's number 6. So Hot Fuzz would be my number 7. It would actually be my number 8 because Scooby-Doo would be my number 7. But yeah, like, I would welcome another live action Scooby-Doo, but it has to be just as reckless as the first one because I won't accept it if it's not. Now I know 100% they would never let that fly. That's something I love about the growth of the human race, but something I also low-key don't love is the fact that movies will always be cushioned from here on out. And there's nothing wrong with that other than the fact that there's a gray area in comedy and somebody's always going to get hurt by a joke. It just is. And I'm not saying like you should just go out and make jokes because why not? I'm saying like with movies. So like you said, you're asking how was Scooby-Doo 1 reckless? For a kid's movie, I think they rated it PG-13, right? There was cursing in there. There was sexual jokes in there. There was alcohol. There was use of drugs. Like these are R-rated movie things. Like today, those would instantly be R-rated movies. And if any parent was like, Scooby-Doo did what in their movie? They would be ridiculed and they would be shut down. And the movie would probably get like tossed in the trash. The way that movie was played for kids, like I watched it when I was 7. I think the first time I saw it, I was like 7. So it's not like if I was 7 today and that movie came out, Twitter would be ablaze. They would be like, how did they let this happen? Like, why are they able to say these things in a kid's movie? And why is it the rating not an R rating instead of a PG-13? But like, but it's weird. It's weird. So it's reckless in the sense that, no, for kids, I guess nowadays, they wouldn't be able to see that movie unless their parents just were like, yeah, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, I would show it to my kids. I don't have a problem with that if I had kids. But it's not something that, as a whole in society, people would be like, oh, yeah, that's a great kids movie. They'd be like, this is for adults. It's clearly for adults. Like, from the opening moment when I think, this is not a spoiler, just to give you an example, in the opening scene, Daphne gets captured like she always does. And her first line is like, hey, Fred, Velma, hurry it up. This ghost is getting grabby or something like that, or like he's groping me. And I'm like, you'll never hear that in a kid's movie in 2021, which you shouldn't. But also, the movie was funny. It was hilarious. And I think it came out at the perfect time because now I can enjoy it as an adult all over again. Like Shrek. Shrek was definitely reckless for kids, but it was so well done that nobody's ever gonna like say anything about it. And that's cool by me, because like the newer Shreks, I didn't really watch those. I don't know if they were as good as the first one or even the second one. The second one was solid to me. It didn't beat the first one, but like it still had its edge to an extent. So I'm all for a little bit of recklessness so parents don't get bored when they take their kids to the movie. I think that was the whole like idea of the way they did movies like back in the day. But Yeah, you ain't finna watch no Scooby-Doo remake where they're making jokes about grabbing and yeah, like the Cat in the Hat. That would never fly in 2021. You'll never. Some of those jokes, it's like, wait a second, did he just say what I think he said? Like the joke about the hoe, right? He was talking about a garden tool, but 95% of the people on this planet, if you heard the word hoe in a kid's movie, you'd be like, wait a second, I want my money back. My children will not be watching this. Like it's not gonna happen. So I love the fact that we're moving forward as humans. But I also understand that oh, hold on a second. Laptop smooth about to die during the middle of stream. I think I did this last week too. It's because everything else was plugged up that I wasn't paying attention that this one was not. So we gooch. But yeah, it's like, no, remind me tomorrow. All right, bet. So it's like a give and take. Like if you ever watch Dave Chappelle stand up, he's my favorite comedian for the simple fact that he's going to tell his jokes exactly how he's going to tell his jokes, and he's going to educate you at the same time. So he's progressive with his jokes, right? He had a whole discussion about the Me Too movement while making very rough, but honestly, it was funny jokes. I'm not going to say the R word, but he was making a point. And I think with comedy, just like in movies, it's not just stand-up comedy, but in movies it's like watered down a smidge. There's a gray area. It's just you gotta I don't know. For kids movies, I understand. That's fine. Don't put that in kids movies. You know, like Scrappy Doo muffled or saying the B word, but it's muffled at the end of the movie. Like hold on a second. What? I'm sorry. Wait a second. I'm so sorry if I just spoiled that for anybody. I was not thinking. I tried not to spoil it and then I ended up spoiling it. I'm sorry. Just erase that from your mind. If you didn't hear it, perfect. Keep it moving. Don't go back. But like honestly, for most movies, like anything with an R-rated movie, I feel like if you take your kids to it's open season, you should do better. I know, I'm sorry, but that movie's also older. Also, most people aren't going to be going to check for no Scooby-Doo that came out in like... Did it come out in the 90s or early 2000s? Because I think the second one came out in the early 2000s. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. All I know is I was living in Arizona at the time, so I was a youth. I was definitely a youth. What? Sorry, this text message I just got. I was like, huh? But yeah, like as far as PG-13 movies, I don't even know what would be in PG-13. Like a lot of people took their kids to see, what was that movie? What was it? It was with Seth Rogen and so many other comedians that it basically was food porn. It was literal food porn. Like, based off the commercial, you should have known not to take your kid to it. Whether it's animated or not, just be mindful. Like, if you hear the dialogue in the trailer itself, you would know not to take your child to see this movie. It's like taking your child to see Ants versus A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life, perfect movie for kids. I stamp it. I stand by it. I love the movie growing up. But when I went and watched Ants, it was like a 180 that was yes, Sausage Party. I couldn't think of the name. It was like 180. It felt like it was made for adults. Like the dialogue was heavier. The conversations were what's the word? They were just more stern and serious, and it was like less fun and goofy for kids. So it was like it was very weird. They came out around the same time, and it wasn't as bad though. Like Sausage Party, yeah. Yeah. If you haven't seen that movie and you're 18 and up, you let me know how that goes. You just let me know how that goes. I actually went and saw that in theaters with my brother, and we were not expecting that movie to be that movie. But we expected it to be wild, but I didn't think it was going to get to the point that it did. It's definitely not a kid's cartoon, which it still amazes me that actually, yeah, it was a little awkward, because what's funny, I actually fell asleep like just before the awkward part, and then I woke back up right as it was about to start, and I was like, what are we watching? And he's like, yo, I didn't know this movie was about to be like this. This is wild AF. Like, holy crap. Like, okay. I was like, yeah. And then there were so many people, like, I think they did that for the reaction. You know how they used to put cameras in the theater when people would be talking about paranormal activity and how the entire theater would get jump scared at the same time and stuff. I feel like it was one of those things. They just wanted to social experiment this food porn for everybody and just see how everybody reacts, but also just have fun with like an animated movie. And it was funny. It was funny. It was racy. It was racial. It was a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it was just a movie, you know. It's just comedy. Comedy can be a little rough depending on what side of the joke you're on, right? But that's literally life. Life can be rough depending on what side of life you're on. You just got to keep moving. Find what you do like, kind of thing. But yeah, Sausage Party was wow. And I will say that is 100% the parents' fault for taking their kids, because it's like taking your kids to go see a Family Guy movie. Why would you do it? And then get mad at the jokes and stuff that's in the movie. Like, come on now. It was like that. So all I'm saying is these things, like, I don't know if they'd ever come out with a Family Guy movie in 2021. Or like a South Park movie or anything like that in 20. They would do South Park. Let me not even. But I feel like this actually plays into why there's not a lot of new storylines. Like, you don't have to do anything crazy or racy or anything raunchy to get the crowd. Yes, it does sell. It will always sell. Sex sells. We know this. Businesses know this. Like, look at Resident Evil 8. They knew what they were doing, okay? They knew that was gonna sell big time, even if they didn't make a game that was as good as it was. Like, there's a reason why they just let the internet run around saying mommy milkies and stuff like that. Like, they didn't try and stop it at all. Because it sells. And I think, getting back to my point, like with the movies, a lot of people aren't sure what's gonna sell these days, right? They hop on the biggest trend, June, Pride Month, Juneteenth. Ooh, July, 4th of July. Ooh, okay, cool. Like you could always hop on a holiday and you can always hop on a movement. But after that, what? Like, what do you have? It's only going to last for that quick hot moment. And then most of the people aren't even going to believe what you just said because it's like, we know you're doing this just for the movement. We know you're doing this just to make the sales and stuff. It doesn't make it good quality. But like, everybody's so afraid to I think they're just afraid of their own creativity. Like, you don't have to insult anybody or do anything crazy to make something individual, right? Like, you can make a whole different movie without, ending up in a lawsuit or something. Just get you the actors that aren't a part of the opposite side of Me Too or the MAGA. And then just like write you a storyline that you want to tell. But then we also have, I said that and then I thought about how everybody talks about M. Night Shyamalan, including myself. Like I made a joke earlier about it. Did he mess up on Avatar? Yes, absolutely. Nobody will ever deny that. Probably not even himself. But at the same time, it's like, at least he's making storylines that are 100% different than the 20 billion versions of Taken that are out there, or the 20 billion versions of Fast and the Furious, or any of those types of movies. Like, I'm tired of seeing a grown man have to avenge his family, or even a grown woman go and avenge her family. Like, couldn't y'all just save him in the first place? Where'd y'all get this courage from? And why is everybody on the same wavelength? Don't y'all want to do something before they die? like, stay ready so you don't gotta get ready kind of thing. But, I just feel like there's so many movies like that. Like, in every single movie, nobody has both their parents. Not really. Action movies and as far as like Disney movies, don't nobody got both their parents. Somebody either died, somebody either ran away or gave up or something. Like something happened to where they just don't. And I guess that does like resonate with a lot of people. Because that's a normal thing when you think about it. I don't know anybody that actually grew up. Well, I shouldn't say that. I know a handful of people that actually grew up with both their biological parents in their life. So I get the whole like trope that the main hero doesn't have both their parents, but like it's overdone. Can we just have some stable households with some happy people going through some adventures? I mean, yes, there has to be turmoil for there to be an adventure, right? Or some type of puzzle or something. But like, make it interesting, make it different. Why do all the parents gotta either abandon you because they're afraid or get sick of cancer or get shot? Because those are the only three options for a parent in movies. I just want some difference. Like, I just want different flavors for my froyo. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to eat the same froyo every time I order. I like trying all different types of things. So that's my rant on movies. I don't know how y'all let me rant for so long on movies. It took so long to do that rant that I barely got this piece done. I'm gonna keep working on this. But yeah, like, y'all let me know. Maybe, am I talking out of my behind or like not making any sense? Like, what do you guys feel about these movies? Do you truly enjoy watching the same movie over and over and over again with different actors and actresses? Like, it's still the same setting. Like, they're all either in America, Russia, London, sometimes Australia. Like, is it? Wait, you said yep. I was talking out my butt, huh? Oh no, you were agreeing with me. I got it. Sometimes I forget that there's a lag between what I say and what you guys hear. So, or like the video output versus the input. That's what I mean. But yeah, it's like, you know, tell me I'm wrong so we can debate. So we could talk about this. Because now I'm just like, did I just watch the exact same movie 10 times over within the same 5 years? Like, what just happened here? I feel like that was part of the issue with Ocean's 8 that came out, because you know, once they had the Me Too movement, it was like, oh, women have power again. Let's make sure they feel like they have power by making all these movies all women cast. Can we just do that as a norm? Like, can we stop hopping on trending topics to make a movie? Because then it's like, oh, I'm less interested in the movie because it's all about the movement, and now I have to put more emotion behind the movie rather than just enjoying it as a movie. Yeah. YouTube has truly taken over, and I think they're not done yet, and they know it. That's why they keep their streamers in check, and they're not in check, but like they keep their streamers happy, and they know they make so much money. That's why they're doing what do you call it? Premium on YouTube and YouTube music and stuff like that. They know that most people aren't going to be watching movies and TV shows, because why? You can do everything on YouTube now. The next big step would be an Amazon, YouTube, Apple merger. Like, then you could do everything all together right then and there. So I definitely get that. I've been rewatching things that I'm comfortable with watching, and I know I should like spice it up a little bit, because just like I like my froyo, you know, sometimes I like changing the toppings on my nachos. I don't know. Sometimes it's got to be different, you know. So I should really like branch out and explore different movies. But YouTube be hitting. I'm sorry. I either watch YouTube or Twitch most of the time these days, which is another reason why my list is so outdated and and so long, to where my friends are like, "What are you doing? How have you not seen this?" That's why Calvin left. Anyway, don't mind me, guys. I be talking and don't thinking sometimes. All right. Yeah. It's like, you know, the Sonic movie was solid. I actually enjoyed the Sonic movie because I played the game growing up. Sonic is still a very well-known household name, not just for like, not just for me and other people that grew up with it, but like even the newer generations, right? They're gonna be watching Sonic because the Sonic movie came out, and Smash Bros. And if they're online and they just type in Sonic, they're gonna be seeing it all the way back to like Sega Genesis and stuff like that. So it's pretty dope, and I definitely enjoyed watching the Sonic movie. At first I was like, not sure about it. Especially when they showed what Sonic was gonna look like. That first view, it was not hitting. And I still stand by my statement. I think that was a publicity stunt to to really get people into seeing the movie. Like, what would you do if you had a movie that was so well known and you knew people were going to be all over it as soon as it came out, or at least the major fans would be all over it, and you either didn't have enough time to do what you wanted to do. Sorry. There we go. That'd make it easier for y'all to see. You either didn't have enough time to do what you needed to do, or cyberpunk, or or you just wanted to like get people talking about it. Like, what's the best way to talk about something than to take something well known and then throw out some trash related to it? Like, hey, check this out. This is what it's gonna look like. And people were like, nah, son. The internet bullied them into making changes. I guarantee you, the internet can bully. We know this. The internet has the power to cancel any and everything on this planet other than Beyonce and Oprah, because they just won't do it. But or Obama. Like, they're just not going to do it. Or Meryl Streep. Like, these people are untouchable by the internet, and it's crazy. Maybe not Meryl Streep, but people love her. So, but like, it's just, it's interesting. It's interesting. I need to stop rambling. That's why I slowed down. I need to stop rambling and just let y'all, vibe out to the music and enjoy life and all that jazz. I told you I had a lot of energy tonight, so bear with me. And I hope you're enjoying the chit-chat night, because that's really what it turned into. It was just me doodling and chit-chatting for y'all while we did this. And I mean, I'm not closing out just yet. Y'all still get to hear this lovely, groggy, dare I say it, charming voice for y'all. But I just wanted to share some good vibes. I don't know how we ended up rambling about movies. Alrighty. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. Much love. Have a good night. And I'll see you around, all right? But yeah, wait. Oh, wait, was that a wave or a hand raise? I think that was a wave. Rest well. But yeah, it's like, I could ramble about movies all day, obviously, and just how they could be different. Like, I don't have a movie up my sleeve. I low-key do, but I don't have a movie up my sleeve. But if I did, the storyline wouldn't be the same as these other movies out here. I will say, I recently saw A Quiet Place Part 2, and I promise I will not spoil this because I know it just came out. And there are a good portion of people that have not seen it yet. So I will mostly stay tight-lipped on it. I will just say I personally enjoyed it. That's it. And after you guys watch it, we can really talk. But I enjoyed it as a movie, as part 2 of A Quiet Place. I enjoyed it for what it was. And that's where I'm going to leave that. I think there's going to be many mixed opinions on it. There already is. Like, the people that I know have seen it, I talked to them about it, and they were definitely mixed opinions. But, like, some people really loved it, some people really didn't like it. But that's what you get when you look at sequels, right? It just happens. Also, okay. Oh, yo. Sorry. It just dawned on me. something I need to take care of later. But that's just something later. It's nothing heavy. But yeah, I don't know. I really want to have a debate. I wish the Bix dog was in, but he's not in tonight. I'm gonna have a debate with him, sit down and eat some omelets and just debate about comedy and the gray area and stuff like that, because I think that's a very interesting topic, and it's one that should probably be talked about, looking at the future of creativity, because we want people to be creative, but then when they step up to be their version of creative, we ridicule them. So it's like, we got to be mindful about what we ask for, because you will always get what you ask for. I'm living proof. Definitely living proof of that right now. And it's really amazing. But yeah, so Bix Dog, if you see this, or if you're listening in the background or whatever, let's go get some omelets and talk about the gray area between comedy and how far is too far with comedy and movies and just different things like that. Because I think they all play into each other. And I think it is also why we are not seeing a lot of variation in movies, because people are afraid. They're afraid to be themselves. But that also does not give them a pass to be a-holes. Maybe you are by definition an a-hole, but like, you don't have to be at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Just my thought process. Like, you can make a good movie without copying somebody because you know it worked, kind of thing. And you can make a good movie without... Let's see. Hang on a sec. There we go. And you can also make a good movie without having anything super negative to say. Like, you don't have to be an a-hole to make money. Some people think it makes it easier, but you don't have to. Just be yourself. But sometimes you gotta put that crazy back into the bag. Don't be spilling all your crazy. It makes me laugh because I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this, but I was working at a camp, and there was a this was back in my youthful days. I was out there having fun and, trying to get chose and stuff like that. And there was this girl that I fancied or whatever. And the director, he was a real cool guy, director of the camp. He was like, yo, so who's this girl? Because I was going to take off a night and go on a date with her. And it was almost like we were still in high school. Like, if you said something to one person, the entire camp knew about it. Not the kids, but like the counselors. It was a puddle of counselors, and we all were in it. I don't think anybody was innocent. Everybody had fun though. It was cool. But like, he said something that I never forgot, and it's actually really funny because I think people do it without really thinking about it. But he was saying, when you're interested in somebody, everybody has their own little bag. And he said crazy, but like, not crazy, not like scratching up cars crazy and throwing bricks and cursing and all that negativity crazy, but just like your own personality is held in a bag. It's like sugar. And you just take a little teaspoon ever so often and you just add that sugar into the pot. Now, I don't know what you're brewing, but however you brew it well. Do it the way you want to and how you believe you should. But it was just the way he said it. He's like, you don't want to spill the whole bag of crazy in the pot at one time. You want to just take like a teaspoon of crazy out of your bag and then periodically dash it in. And I thought it was the funniest way of just saying, like, take your time. Like, he could have just said, you know, just take your time or whatever. But he was like, yeah, you don't want to just throw your crazy into the pot. I was like, huh? But I thought it was a very creative way of saying that, and I don't know why, but I've never forgot it, and it's one of the funniest pieces of advice that somebody older than me has told me growing up. There we go. I was wondering why my screen blocked out. I almost said my scream. Bruh. I think I'm low-key lagging a little bit. Lagging with energy. Like I need a banana or something. Where's that potassium? That actually, when I went on the hike in Colorado, I was like lagging for a little bit and I ate a banana and I was like, oh, energy. Let's get to this hike. And I was good to go up until we were coming down and I was like drenched in rain and we no, we're not going back that far. I'll just color over it. Until I was drenched in rain and coming down the mountain. I was about to make a reference, but I forgot the band's name. Oh, I'm a fraud. Dang, now I gotta know. I gotta know what they're called. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Alright, but they are called Jane's Addiction. That's true. I was like, dang, what's the name of that band? They had a song where it's like, coming down the mountain. It was great. Guitar Hero taught me that. And it just never left my soul. When you rock out, for real rock out, it'd be right there. Sorry, my mic's in the way. It'd be right there. Be right there. Like Nirvana. Nirvana got some bangers. But, or even like, I mean, Queen was not on, to my knowledge, wasn't on Guitar Hero. At least the two that I had. No, I don't imagine they'd be on there. I think. Only because like the two that I had like some really heavier metal. Well, the second one I had heavier metal. If you play World Tour, it has like a good mix and mash. It has Michael Jackson and Lenny Kravitz, but it also has Linkin Park, and I don't think Evanescence is on that one. I think Evanescence is on World Tour. I mean, not World Tour. Oh, no, they're not on Warriors of Rock. That's the other one. They're not on Warriors of Rock. But, Yarp-a-darp. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. I think it's low-key funny. You guys know how I would always be talking about how tired I am and stuff like that. I shouldn't keep saying that because I do have a lot of energy. It's just, I know when I get sleepy, I get talkative, and it's probably really good for really good for the stream because I'm be sitting here for about 3-4 hours type thing. I think most of our streams have hit about 4 to 5 hours. Which I know that's a lot to go back to. But if you ever want to just listen to somebody ramble while going to sleep, because that's what I do. There's a streamer that I put on. Her name is Gab Smolders. And it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense, but I go and I get her either, I didn't do Last of Us 2. I watched her play that, and I thought she had a very good run and some good points when she was talking about the game. But I had, stumbled upon this because I only played the game a couple of times, whenever I was over a friend's house and they had it. But Bloodborne, she played through Bloodborne, I think, quite a few times, actually. But she has a whole playlist of just her playing Bloodborne, and I don't know, and maybe it's because she talks soft and it's relaxing. Even when she's telling jokes and she's laughing, it's still a very soft type of response to a game like Bloodborne. And I think it's awesome because I pop that baby right on and I get enough action to watch fighting monsters and stuff like that. But I also don't have somebody yelling every 5 seconds and I can actually fall asleep to it. So that being said, I guess I'm taking a note from Gab's book, and I'm just doing long streams to where if y'all ever need to fall asleep to a nice soft voice, I got you right here. Maybe I'll start reading bedtime stories and posting them up. No, I won't, but but yeah, I think to my knowledge, I actually do these streams for not just the people that come through and keep me company and love me so very much. I love you too. I appreciate you. But I also do it for the people that do watch these streams, I guess, through the weekend. Because most of the people that I know, they generally, a good portion, I don't want to say most, but a good portion of the people that I know that actually watch the streams, they watch them after they're recorded. And I'm like, you really sit there and watch me for 4 hours straight? It's kind of dope. It's kind of dope. I appreciate them for sure, because I'm like, you could be watching anything else and you chose to throw me on your TV for 4 hours. Imagine. And I'm not even talking to you directly because you're probably watching this tomorrow or sometime this weekend, just to unwind and relax. But I have had friends tell me that, I wasn't able to make it to stream, but I did get a chance to throw it on while I was cooking or while I was laying down and about to take a nap and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, bet, even if you fall asleep, I mean, I'm glad I could help you get some rest, to be honest. It's fun doing these and interacting with people. And then it's also fun to know that there's a handful of people that consciously go and pick out my videos, my long videos, the stream videos, after it's been done. After it's been done and it's not really a direct interaction. And some of these people I haven't seen since maybe high school. And it's crazy because it's dang, I didn't know, we weren't really, I wouldn't say we were best friends or anything like that, but we knew each other, or we hung out here and there. And you rock with me heavy enough to throw on a 4-hour video of me talking about random shenanigans. I appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed. And since you'll be watching this tomorrow, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And because I think that's like, there's a couple of people that have actually told me, you know, I watch it on weekends because I can't make it on Thursdays. Like they work Thursday nights or something like that. And I'm like, okay, look, I do it for any time, you know. I do it because it's great for me. I have fun with these things, and then I also know that it's a safe place for people to just like talk and joke and have fun. As long as you're respectful, we can shoot the stars on anything. Like we could literally talk about anything right now, and I would be able to just follow the conversation and enjoy it with you and not smite you for any type of opinion you might have. Like that's what this is about. You know, it sucks to be creative or feel that you're creative and then somebody tell you you're not. Or that you've had a long stressful day and you just want to talk and have some fun, and then somebody says, "No, you're wrong. You're wrong for believing what you believe or feeling the way you do." So that's why I started streaming. I just wanted to create a safe place for people to unwind, relax, have fun, and just enjoy like some BS. And if I capture your fancy, I'm happy to do it. That sounded so wrong, and I didn't mean it the way it came out, but you know, my bad. My bad. See, that's what I mean. That's why we don't have any new movies. People are afraid to say certain things like that without somebody else taking it the wrong way. And I feel as though something like that, where it's small, like it's a comment. Dang. I wanted to say, I feel like you should just say it and just be like, yeah, you know, da da da. If you don't have any bad intentions behind your comments, or you legit mean them in a professional or positive way, or not in a provocative way kind of thing, then okay, I thought I clicked something. Then I feel like you should just say what you came to say exactly how you would say it, because people say different things different ways and they don't mean any harm by it. They're just like this is how we say it where I'm from. I don't get what the problem is. But then you also have people who have bad intentions behind what they say. And I think that's the point where it's like, it's that gray area. Like comedy is a gray area. We just gotta not take a lot of things so literal, because I think that's where people get trapped up. But then you also got people, it goes back and forth. This is why, Bix Dog, when you see this, we need to talk. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth. Not with myself. How y'all watching a whole conversation with just me? That's amazing. I love you. That's pretty hilarious. Y'all just sitting here watching me ramble with myself like I'm really having a whole in-depth conversation one-on-one. Danny v. Danny. Danny v. Dirty Dan. There we go. It's funny. Because I could legit talk about any topic for hours. Just about. Any topic that I'm comfortable with talking about, I can do it for hours without any question. I'm like, you want to talk about what? We could talk about that. Grapes? Yeah, do you prefer seedless? Do you prefer seeded? Do you want like the bigger ones versus the smaller ones? Juicy or tart? Like which one you rocking with? We could have a whole conversation. And by we, I mean me, myself, and I. Because that's what's going on right now. I'm sorry, guys. I just found it hilarious. Because it really just dawned on me. It's a 4-hour video. Normally. I think tonight, depending on, as soon as I finish this, I think I'll close it up. and we only got to do is skin his glasses, and I might add like a little red to show that he does have a shirt. Sorry. There you go, so y'all can see him. We only got like skin highlights, glasses, stuff like that. So we should be wrapping up by 12 at the latest. And that's me just stretching because y'all know I'm gonna pause the art to talk about random stuff to myself. But I just found it funny, like out of the 2 hours, 24 minutes and 30 seconds, had to time it. About an hour and 20 of those minutes were probably just me rambling to myself. And I'm like, wait a second. I know there are people watching, but y'all really just sitting here listening to me have a conversation to myself. And I think it's hilarious. Because this is what I do when I do my art anyway. I still just be rambling and talking to myself, or I sing to myself kind of thing. There we go. But yeah, like it's just funny. It's just funny to me because this is the norm. If you ever ask me, do I think it's weird that people talk to themselves? I'll be the first person to tell you it's not weird, and you should definitely do it all the time because sometimes you do need that professional expert opinion. Or you do need you do need to just get an idea out of your head. And I think that's why I started doing that. Like, you can't be in your head all the time. You gotta let it out. As long as you're not sitting there talking about, yes, master, I think now's the time to attack. And then you go back and you're like, yes, it is. Like, that's different. That's a different level of talking to yourself. But if you're like spewing ideas out and stuff, like I might mutter, I get my little Deku mutter on where I'm like, ooh, I like the way this looks. And then I'm like, wait, but then, if I do it this way and then that way and then this way, okay, but that works. And then, nah, but I don't like the way that looks. Like stuff like that, like, or even like just having rambling and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. You're just getting ideas out. And you can tell how many times that I started saying something and then I retracted it because I'm like, now that I hear what I just said, I'm like, I can see why certain things play out the way they do. Like at first I was like, why aren't people making new movies? But then by the end of it, I talked myself into understanding why some people truly aren't making new movies because they're afraid it's not going to work, or they're afraid that they're going to lose their career over something that they do. So people are just really cautious to the point where they're afraid to branch out, I think. Not everybody, but just like a good portion. I'd say Hollywood portion. Like a movie that I'm not going to be mad about a remake. Candyman. And that's the only time I'm going to say his name. But like that remake, I can't wait to get scared because I know it's going to scare me at least while I'm watching it. And I'm like, ooh, yes. I like the way they crafted the storyline. I have not seen it yet, but I heard that the storyline is, or not heard, but like I saw the trailer for the storyline, so I'm like, okay. It's not the original movie, and I'm glad it's not. Like, it's not just a straight up remake of the original. Like, it's different, and I like it. It's similar to how they did like Dr. Sleep versus The Shining. Like, they knew they were making a part 2 version without calling it a part 2. Those movies as sequels are more successful than saying, oh yeah, we're gonna make another one. Like, don't nobody want to hear that. Because then it's like, we're in a binge culture. Nobody wants to sit here and watch 9 Fast and the Furious throughout time. It's like, no, I'm kidding. We all did that. Not all of us, but like the ones that enjoyed Fast and the Furious and just keep it going. Because at this point, it's a fan thing. The fans are keeping this movie going. If you are tired of seeing Fast and the Furious, stop buying tickets for it. Like, stop watching it. But like, it's not something I would boycott. I enjoy it for what it is. But like some sequels, as I said, like some movies just don't need sequels. But they do it for the money because they're like, yeah, that first movie made a lot of bank. Avatar. We don't need a second Avatar movie. But I'll probably watch the second and the third Avatar movies because I know they're going to be beautiful. They're just going to be gorgeous movies, and that's what I'm going to see. I don't care about the storyline at this point. I'm like, okay, I enjoyed the first one for what it was. Leave it at that. And that's what I'll do. But, there we go. Mac Daddy. Let me go back and clean that up a little bit. That's the one. But yeah, I pressed down too hard on that. That's what I did. But yeah, I don't know. It's like some sequels are okay. Other sequels, it's like, okay. Like, I probably won't up and buy a ticket. Like, when Avatar comes out, whenever it does, I know it's going to be gorgeous. And I know seeing it in theaters will probably be amazing too. But there's this thing called smart TVs that make things look just as beautiful as they do in the theaters, if not better. So I'll just wait and watch it at home. Like, I'm not really pressed about that particular sequel. And it's probably because they're calling it Avatar 2 or whatever. But I feel like when you don't have part 2 or 2 on there anywhere, and or any play on words like Too Fast, Too Furious, that was cool back in the day. But nowadays it's like... Excuse me. How often are you really going to watch a movie that says part 2 on it, or number 2, or here, this is a sequel, or like they spell it out for you like you don't know. Same cast, same storyline. Okay, it's number 2. Like Coming to America. Is a play on words. Like, I appreciate it, but it didn't really do anything for me as far as wanting to go see the movie. I watched the movie because I think it was like a home release because everything going on. But I watched the movie because of the cast, like because of the OG movie. I didn't watch it because the way they titled the movie. But some movies, if they didn't hit like the original didn't really hit like it should have hit, like if it's not making Frozen money, or I'm not even going to say Train to Busan money, because Train to Busan is a fabulous movie. I didn't even touch Peninsula, and I don't think I will, because you can't tell me that movie needed a sequel. There's just nothing about that movie that screamed it needed a sequel, but they did it anyway. So, to each his own. But at the same time, I'm like, That's the one case where they didn't have part 2 or Train to Busan 2 or anything titled on it. It just said following the storyline of Train to Busan. And you'd think that it would be as good. And I can't specifically say because I have not watched it, so I will not judge it based on others' opinions. But I'm not willing to just dive headfirst into watching the movie because I know how they be messing up movies. and I hear America's trying to do an American Train to Busan, and I'm like, stop. Stop it. Just stop. Let cultures have the movies that they put out without trying to make an American version. Like, America, we know we be messing movies up. Y'all need to quit. If I see a Train to Busan movie pop up on Netflix, the American version, I'ma go back to Twitch and YouTube because they got better content. That's how I feel. Like, I could watch a video game play for, let's see, what's a game that I've watched over and over again? Detroit Become Human, right? There's mixed feelings about that game, and I can see why, but like, also it's our present state. That game can't be outdated because it deals with injustice. And as long as there are opinions, there will be some form of injustice. It's unfortunate, but like, you can never get everybody on the exact same side. It's just never going to happen. And I say that because you can't let it happen, in a sense. Like, if everybody was on the same side, the world would become stagnant. Yes, we would probably grow a lot faster together, but like, nobody would think different. And that's the problem. That's the problem with these movies and some of the video games too. Like, how many battle royale games do we really need? Like, give me some real storyline like back in the day. I'm trying to see some Conker's Bad Fur Day 2021 edition, but like, not softened. I want all the inappropriate jokes or all the fun to it, like Grand Theft Auto. Give us Grand Theft Auto 6. Stop playing with our emotions. We're done with all the DLCs. It's like endless DLCs. But yeah, so it's interesting. It's just interesting. And now that I think about it, I'm like, I low-key want an omelet, and a vegan omelet, of course. Whoa, Papa's back. Did you get the milk? Did you decide not to abandon chat? Welcome back. You just missed me ranting more. I see what I did here. Low-key, kind of. No. I see. There we go. Welcome back. Oh, wait. Who's there? Should I have said that? Who's there? Papa. I only called you Papa because I made the milk joke earlier. And at some point I talked about how people don't have both parents in the same house. But I was talking about Disney movies. Specifically Disney movies, because they be doing that all the time. But, yeah, glad to have you back. Hope you're not mad anymore. Or disappointed. Yeah, I knew you were. But when I made I made some joke. It was so far back, I don't remember now. But I had said something it was about Overlord when I was talking about my top 5 anime list. And I said, who's there? That's for the second knock knock, because I think at this point it's a joke. So who's there? But yeah, like, I had said something about watch Overlord, and when you get to season 2, let me know, because we love lizards, or something like that. And you didn't say anything, but I was like, he's still here. I know he heard that. I don't know if I want to say this. Okay. I tried to figure it out in my head for like 5 seconds. I eat mop who? I'm nervous. You're gonna trick me into saying something like Aqua Teen Hunger Force with Doom. R.I.P. How dare you? I just heard what I said. Oh my god. It didn't hit until I read your comment that said gross. I was like, wait, what? What's so... Oh, yeah. I get it, you stinker. As long as it wasn't as bad as, what is it? It's not gonna work if I'm the only one with audio, so I'll have to test this out when I see you in person. But it's an old one, so I'm pretty sure you've heard it by now. Like, I don't think it's like nobody has not heard this. But yeah, while you're here, just out of curiosity, what's your top 5 anime right now? I feel you have to include the right now because life does change. Or I'm sorry, either top 5 anime or top 5 movies. That's what we did. So I listed my top 5 anime as Full Metal. What? Why are you leaving again? You don't love me like you used to love me. How dare you? But what about the Iron Blood Orphans? You don't love them either? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Okay. Beautiful fights. Wholesome storyline. I wanted to throw that on my list so bad. But... Or did I? I don't remember at this point. But I think it was like an honorable mention or like a number 6. Okay. Yeah, you already know. Still gotta watch it. But I know it's good, and I've seen the artwork for it, and I definitely want to see it. It's gorgeous. Specifically the G Gundam. Tenchi Muyo. I know of that one. I've never watched it. I've never seen Tenchi Muyo. Muyo. All right, let me stop shaking and faking and get this man's skin. But sound like some Buffalo Bill type stuff. Or what was it, Buffalo Bill? I don't know anymore. But yeah, that's a solid list. I definitely agree with the first 2 because those are the only ones out of your 5 that I have seen. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with anything else that you have. I just don't know anything about them, so I can't really say. Ah, okay. I like harem. It's like, oh, it reminds me of Rosario Vampire. or Oron, reverse harem. Or so many other ones. Does Konosuba count as a harem? I feel like it does. Loosely. But I don't know. I find it funny. Alright. Did I open up a second one? Hold on a second. Is that blank? No, that's the hair. Okay. I should have named these and I didn't name them, but I'm gonna name them right now. It's real crazy how I'm gonna take the stream to like the end of this artwork and then have to be right back up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. They just kind of dance around it, I think. But yeah, okay, that makes sense. I don't know. I might not watch Tomb Raider or Jackie Chan tonight. I might end up watching some Konosuba. Just because it's been a while since I watched it. So I'm like, okay. What is that? Is that a glare? It's like something right here, but it's only on my screen. Maybe it's a glare or something. I don't know. Okay, that's fair though. I feel like I guess that's true now that I think about it. Aqua's definitely not into him. Darkness, best girl, is just in the pain. I love Darkness. Like, holy crap. I don't know why I vibe with her so much, but every time she opens her mouth, she says something super outlandish. And I'm just like, wait, Darkness, no, don't do it. But also, I mean, get yours, I guess. Like, Darkness is hilarious to me. And I remember when I first said Darkness was my favorite character, and you and Bix Dog was, you were just like, huh? Is there something you want to tell us? Are you into that? I'm like, I mean, nah, I'm kidding. But, oh, shite. My tablet froze, you guys. Did it? Yes. My tablet froze. Give me 2 seconds. But like, oops. Just making sure you can't see my password. Okay. Okay, there it goes. I don't know why it froze like that. Excuse me? Music? What happened? Alright, cool. But yeah, that was definitely different. Oh, shite. No, it's my pin that I still have to go and take back. That's what it is. It's not necessarily that. Hold on a second. Because it also low-key could just be dying because I've been slacking and talking mostly. Yeah, it's just dead. I was about to say, what just happened? Oh, poopy dope. Well, guys, it was nice knowing you. Time to end the stream. So I should buy 2 of these, because Lord knows I'd be using it for hours and not thinking about charging it. I should have charged it. I thought it was charged before the stream, but I was recharging before the stream. All right. This isn't going to be as pretty as I want it to. So at some point I am going to stop doing this because I want to make sure it comes out right. I don't want to just do it and then it not look its best. But now I done forgot what I was saying. Goodness. Curse my focus and my moving on ability. I don't call it short-term memory loss. I just count it as me moving on to the next part. The next part of life. That's what we call it. But yeah, I gotta take my pen back and swap it out because it's still like, even though like right now it's dead. Okay. Understood. But sometimes it really just doesn't fully connect and I'd be sitting there forever trying to get it to reconnect and it'll be 100% on the battery, but like the actual the pen just won't sync up with what I needed to do. Like it won't swap between eraser, and he kind of looked like you about to rob somebody. Hold on a second. Let me find out. I need to put a bandana on Daddy Demi-ears. Sounds like Doug Dimmadome. or what is it, Lady Dimmadome? But yeah, a little face mask might be a little spicy. But yeah, I gotta take this back because I do have the 1 year on it. And I know I said this last week. This is really just a reminder for myself. I need to go ahead and take this weekend. I should have some time. I'll probably do it Saturday. But that being said, hopefully I can get a replacement for next week. So in case it doesn't, I'm sorry, in case for the stream, so it'll sync up properly without any issue. Like, it was fine for the first month that I had it, and I keep it in a case. Like, I've been so careful when I'm not using this. Matter of fact, I know I gotta put it on the charger after this, but like, I'm gonna go ahead, immediately put it in here because I don't want it to get lost. I don't want the tip cracked off or the pin to mess up. So I've been super careful with it. It doesn't love me as much as I thought it loved me in the store when I first looked at it. And then I opened it up on camera and I was like, ooh, I think it has my eyes. All right, let me stop playing around. Y'all know I just be having fun and all that jazz. So I wish I remembered what I was talking about in the first place, about Konosuba and all that jazz. But I don't. And it's probably for the best because, you know, you only really remember the stuff that's most important to you. So if it was important or was not important, we'll find out on another day. Or not. And that's cool. It's okay not to remember everything. Oh. Because then it gives your mind time to free up and remember the most important things, you know? I really want to color Demi-urge a lot better than this, but all I got is a finger. There's no kids watching. I can laugh at that one. There's no restriction on this one, but after that joke, I might have to. I won't, but yeah. I don't know, guys. I'm feeling really good. I can't wait to see. I'm actually getting ready to see a lot of friends this weekend that I haven't seen in a minute, or like haven't really been able to just kick it with in person in a minute. Like in quite some time. Some of them, like I said, I'm meeting up with an old friend that I haven't seen in about 5 to 6 years, or maybe 4 years, but like it's been a brick. We still kept in touch, but we haven't seen each other in person in so long because life. That's cool. But it's going to be cool to just reconnect and like catch up on each other's life and stuff and have fun. But yeah, it's going to be a nice weekend. Like minus, you know, going to Apple and having to wait and get all that stuff in order. I think I need to schedule an appointment. I think they're still doing that. So I'll do that and then be ready for next week. And that way I don't have to use my finger and hope that I didn't mess up on a lot of it. Because I think I did. It's not that color. It's more like a actually I think I could use that color. But like, hang on. Let me go here. There we go. It's like skin is a fun thing to color for art. And here's why. Because most things have like multiple colors when you look at them, right? If you ever look at like a tri-blend t-shirt, it generally has at minimum, you would think 3, but at minimum 2, because there are tri-blend shirts that legit just have 2 colors, and I'm like, are you sure? And it's because of the material. Sometimes the material has the same color as another material in it. But like that's something you can pick out pretty easily. Seeing the object and you know it has like 2 tones to the color or something like that. But skin got like 5 different tones to it because of the way the light hits, any type of blemishes, any type of scars, like anything that the skin has to deal with. It's going to have like at minimum 5 colors when you go back and color it. And it's fun if you have patience, which is why a lot of people just do the 2-tone main color, shadow color. But for this one, I really want to do like more coloring into it. And then it can have an infinite amount of colors if you really think about it. This is just the artist ramble real quick. But like you can fade it out between 1 and 100 when you think about it. Like you can take the color red and like a solid Crayola color red. That is a very specific red. It is not the same red as Coke red. Imagine going to school and having to learn different colors again, but like really learn the colors. So you can go and you can take, matter of fact, let's go Coke can red. It's a very specific red. It is actually patented by Coca-Cola themselves because they wanted their own red. Why not? You got the money, you put cocaine in your drinks. What else can you do? So you take the Coke red and you have anywhere between 1 and 100 on your opacity meter to either fade it out or make it 100% bold in color. So that's one part of that Coke red, right? But then you also have the rest of the color wheel just looking at red scale only, and then it'll have your black and white in it as well, so you can either add more white or add more black or add more red type. I mean, get it like a peachy red, a violet red, all types of reds, right? There's an infinite amount. The limit does not exist. How fetch is that? All right, let me stop. Crack. Anyway. Anybody that gets that, I love you. Anybody that got all 3 of those, I love you. Because I'm just being silly at this point. I'm not going to continue only because like mixing these colors, it's not going to look as pretty if I do it with my hands than if I did it with my Apple Pen. But I will finish this and I will definitely post this. I will make actual post this weekend. I know I went on vacation and then I went on a vacation after vacation, and it was just like I realized I didn't post as much. I posted more during my Colorado trip than I did my vacation, and priorities, y'all know. But I will post a lot more this weekend. Yes, I'm going to be seeing friends and friends that feel like family. I'll be seeing family this weekend, but I will definitely finish this up. I'll actually have time to finish this up tomorrow and time Saturday, but that's with a handicap eye pen. It's doable though. I can do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that before I go swap my pen out. No, for real. I know I make a lot of promises about posting art and stuff like that, but I got you. It's just going to be on Instagram and Facebook. Well, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. That's fine. I can do those. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I will get that done, and I'm going to post it up for y'all, and it's going to be a beautiful thing, and you'll love me for it, and I won't sound like a fraud. But yeah, yo, it just... I love color work. That's all I'm saying. I love color work. It takes a lot of time, but if you have patience, you can work through all the infinites of your reds, your blues, your greens, your purples, any base color has an infinite amount of versions of that color. Again, cherry red is not the same as candy paint red on a car. Like, there's just, when you think about how many reds you actually see in the day, and then you think about all the other colors that you see in the day, and all the mixing and mashing, and then the moments, like I said, like a tri-blend t-shirt, tongue-tied, or like a t-shirt that yeah, it's time to call it a night. Sorry. Excuse me. But like, when you go through your day, I dare you, I challenge you to count how many colors you see in like just the room that you're sitting in right now. Like, I wouldn't even try and count how many colors you come across in one day. You might want to give up. But it also helped pass the day along. So if you're at work, working from home or whatever, or just like babysitting or whatever, you know, just maybe try it out. Maybe just sit there and count all the colors in the room around you or throughout your entire day, and time will pass. I guarantee it. It'll be slow and it'll take your mind off of it, but it'll definitely pass. So this is what we got for Daddy Demiurge. I left him a little bit lighter so you can see his actual face. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up on my own time, and I'll share it for you guys to see what the coloring looks like right now in this very moment. You can find it on my IG story. Yes. Yeah, that works. Give me my color scheme. All right. I'm so used to being on my mobile phone that so there. It's up on IG as far as that piece. But all the other ones that I actually posted on IG, I can go ahead and I'm going to make all of those tapestries, because I swear, other than hoodies and t-shirts, the most asked for piece of apparel and stuff like that, or items, have been tapestries and mugs as well. But super excited. I'm actually going to start selling custom mugs. I want to start like in-house, like I have the inventory on me and you can just buy it right then and there rather than waiting in the mail and stuff like that through the website. I want to start next week. That is ideal because I do have time this weekend to get everything set up and just like hash everything out and do what I needed to do. So I want to start doing that next week. If y'all have any, I'm not even going to open up the floor because y'all going to be chaotic all up in my DMs asking, can I get 5 plus ultra mugs? And I'd be like, Oh, oops. That was to make sure that I ended at a proper time. So when I get up at 4, I'm not mad at myself. But yes, so I'm going to start with the mugs next week, ideally. And I'm excited about that. It's going to be fun. And I'm going to stop talking because I have been talking for 3 hours straight. I guess I could be a professor. But I don't know, like I wouldn't stay on topic. I would, depending on what it is. I would stay on topic depending on what it is. I'll take this moment now to thank all of you for coming through. I hope y'all had fun. I hope me rambling was interesting. At least 5 of you thought it was very interesting. And that means the world to me because obviously this does something for you as well. And that's, again, why I do it. Like, I have fun doing it. If I can inspire anybody else to go out and try something new or like push themselves to do something that they never thought they could or never gave themselves time to do, that's why I do these things. So I just want to say thank you for rocking out with me. You never have to, but you do anyway. And y'all show up every week for me. So I will continue to show up for you without fail, as long as there's no technical difficulties. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to buy a new laptop because it cannot stream. I'm using a whole different laptop to stream than I do editing my videos. I can't even record on that particular laptop anymore because it comes out real choppy. But thank you all so very much. I love you. I'll miss you. I'll enjoy the weekend and I hope you do too. And if you're watching this during the weekend, I hope your weekend is going phenomenally. And as always, there is an art to everything that you do. So go out there, do the best that you can possibly do in your own way, however you want to do it, as long as it's safe. Maybe be a little risky. Push yourself. Enjoy it. Trust the process. And I will see you next Thursday. Much love. Y'all have a good one. Deuces.